This is the Allegedly Talk Show. I am Jetty Cain Jr. This is Archie Knucklehead. Ank Spot from the 307. Say what's up.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? How y'all doing?
Yeah, that man intro. How y'all doing double time?
Yeah, so if you notice, this is the rapid MCFFL pick'em. And according to the records, we all picked right last week. If you see that, Jetty, Ank Spot, Archie. So we're gonna start it off with Donnie. Archie.
So starting off, I'm gonna pick the you play to win the game is visiting. All I do is win this weekend. And looking at the matchup, man, I think it's gonna be a good one. I was impressed by both of those teams last week. You play to win the game is currently the highest scoring team in our league. All I do is win, scored 174 points and lost. So his team put up some numbers. But I'm looking at it this week, and I gotta go with you play to win the game, and here's why I'm going with you play to win the game, the matchups that he's facing. You play to win the game, Cam Newton, he's matched up with Atlanta this weekend, who is hurting on defense. I think that gives Cam a little bit of edge. But you got Tom Brady matched up against Jacksonville. And I think Jacksonville is a little upset about the playoffs last year. So that can be a wrinkle in his offense this week that he might not get enough points for. The other thing is, you got Kamara going visit Cleveland. I think he's going to ball out again, man. And I really just believe you play to win the game is probably the most dangerous football team in our league right now. They remind me a lot of the 2018 version of the real 5-7. When you go down his lineup, it's a big hitter after big hitter after big hitter. You got to deal with them all. So with that being said, I'm going with you play to win the game, but I think it's going to be a good one. It could be close again because I do have some respect for Coach Harris and his team. All I do is win after they showed me what they could do last week.
I like it. I'll take the Real 57, coached by Colin Butler, and First Street Dynasty, coached by Coach Brooks. This game will be played at the Land Facilities in Patterson, Louisiana. I'm going to go ahead and say I think the Real 5-7 bounce back this week. This is a division game. Both teams are 0-1, so this is a pivotal game. And I'm going to tell you why the Real 57 bounced back, because I think Jimmy G bounces back this week. I really do. He plays the Detroit Lions. I don't have to really say anything about Ty Gurley but his name. And Jordan Howard plays Seattle on Monday night, which is a good matchup for Jordan Howard, being that the Seattle Seahawks are the Legion of Boomless Seahawks. He also has Gronkowski going against Jacksonville. I like Gronkowski against anybody. I think he's going to have 8 to 10 catches probably in that game. I do like Ezekiel Elliott, Christian McCaffrey, and the Joe Mixon three-headed monster running back that First Street Dynasty has. But I don't really know what Amari Cooper and Trey Burton's going to do this week. Those are the question marks for me, so I'm going to go with the Real 57 with the win by plus 15.
Bounce back win.
All right. Yeah, I got Coke Boys, who are coached by Coach Williams, and I have the Wyatt Street Bullets, who are coached by Coach Darnell. I really won't say it could swing either way with a blowout, but my gut feeling is telling me that the Wyatt Street Bullets will get their first W this week. With Coke Boys, they have.
You gotta get on wild. Say what you said right before that. You went out for a second.
Yeah, I said the Coke Boys, they had some real pivotal injuries last week with Doug Baldwin and Greg Olsen. I think they kind of makes them weaker. So I'm going to pick the Wyatt Street Bullets in that one. With the connection in Houston, I think that gets going this week. And possibly Tevin Coleman can be the starting running back for Atlanta. I don't like his matchup, but I think he'll get a ton of touches.
I like it. What you got, Archie? What other game you got?
So the next game I'm gonna analyze is or pick is the Murder Street Legends going up against Walking on Air. The Murder Street Legends have to make their way to the Sugar Ridge Dome. I think that's Sugar Ridge Stadium. I think that's the name of the new stadium we have in the league over there with Coach Grogan. And as I go down the list, man, this is going to be a good one. But I think Walking on Air, they going to suffer because of that tight end. To me, tight end is a very important position. When your tight end goes out and you matched up with a team who is pretty much a coin toss, right? It's a pick 'em. Mm-hmm. You can't have a position where you could potentially run into a real bad situation, a zero, a dud, if you want to call it. I like the matchup, and even though the bookies are saying that Walking on Air should come out on top this weekend, I think the Legends will end up 2-0, man. I think they're gonna find a way to be 2-0. I do believe David Johnson gonna have to show up against a tough defense that he's playing this weekend. So it might not come from David Johnson. I think he'll find some other players to help him out. But I think he can pull it out. I think Zach Ertz gonna have a big day, and that's gonna be the difference at that tight end position. So I'm gonna roll with the Legends this week.
In the Ank Spot, I'm gonna start it off with the game of the week, and I'll go to you to your pick as well. The game of the week is Get a T.O. Baby versus Russell and Flo. 2 1-0 teams from the Dees Pool Hall division. The runner-up. No, he's not the runner-up. I think Russell and Flo made a big push last year in the division, but I don't think he was the runner-up. Now that I think about it, yeah, it's a very high winning streak. So, looking at the matchups, I personally think Dalvin Cook is going to have a better game. Antonio Brown is Antonio Brown. Mm-hmm. And Travis Kelce is going to have a better game this week. I like the fact that Coach Olivier put in Allen Robinson against the Legion of Boomless Seattle Seahawks. I like it a lot. I think Allen Robinson shows out this week. However, the injuries to the ball club Get a T.O. Baby,
holdouts,
and the holdout, it scares me a little bit for him. So I think Russell and Flo comes out with the win, just with the consistency of his players coming in. I know Get a T.O. Baby has a few guys plugged in. I like the Royce Freeman matchup against Oakland. I just don't know if it'll be enough because Jay Ajayi plays Tampa Bay. Russell Wilson does have to deal with the new Chicago Bears defense, but I think he prevails to his tight end, which is one of Ank Spot's new buds. So I'm going to go with Russell and Flo on the win.
I think that's a good pick, man. It's going to be tough. Mm-hmm. It's a tough beat. I like Russell and Flo team a whole bunch, man. One of my favorites to watch.
What you think? What you think about the game of the week?
I think it's going to be a good one, man. I think it probably come down to the wire. It will most definitely come down to a big Monday night showdown. But right now, between the holdout, I don't know if Devontae is free. Mm-hmm. You know, and I feel like there's 2 pivotal positions at his running back. He has a good backup in Connor, so I'm not questioning Connor. But Royce Freeman, so I think that's probably why Russell and Flo probably edge him out. I'm gonna go with Russell and Flo as well.
I like it. And this game will be held at the new facilities, the new O Dome in Houston, Texas, by way of Humble, Texas.
They say it's a nice stadium, man. We'll be excited to be in the house. We'll be in the press box.
Yeah, I personally got to visit it. You know, he showed me around, and I'm very impressed with the facilities, all the amenities inside of it, and the people are nice. You know, as soon as I walked in, they served me iced tea, stuff like that. We'll see what it's like, man. We're gonna enjoy our weekend at the game of the week this week, man. We're gonna have a good time. We might even host allegedly from there again. Yeah,
they might host it again.
Absolutely,
so
absolutely.
We excited, man. It's another week of fantasy football. You know, another week of hosting the show with you guys, man. I really like y'all show. I'm really happy y'all let me tag along.
Yeah,
you know,
man. Yeah.
I appreciate y'all stepping in on the weekly this week too. That was big. You know, I was out on vacation earlier the week, so y'all handled y'all business, man.
Yeah. The weekly is classic and legendary, so I'm more than happy to be a part of that.
Definitely.
No problem, man. No problem, man. Anytime.
So that's 2 weeks of allegedly, man. We're gonna keep putting out this content for y'all, man. This fantasy football content. Take us home, Jet. Take us home.
And if you want to subscribe to us, you can type in MCFFL Network on YouTube and hit the subscribe button, man. This will be coming out every Thursday and Saturday of the week. Hopefully we can be an insight to your teams. And stay with us, man. We out.
Allegedly.